everybody. Welcome to Coffee and the Tea. So glad you decided to stop by and see what kind of tea I am spilling. But before we get started, look right down here. You see down there? That is where the subscribe button. Go in those settings and find the subscribe button and subscribe. And while you're in there, hit your notification bell so you'll know when I upload and give me a thumbs up to fight the algorithm. I would appreciate it. I am going to make a go of this channel. We are kind of slow on the upstart, but I believe in this channel. This is my dog. He wants to be a part of it today. So we're gonna have to make do with Kobe in here too. All right, let's get into the tea. First up is Prince. Prince has been inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I am wondering what took them so long, and they should have did it while he was alive, because who is not the quintessential songwriter if it's not Prince? I mean, come on now. All right, I found this on CBS News. We're going to read a little bit and then we'll talk about it. It says Prince honored with induction of the Songwriters Hall of Fame, 40 years since Purple Rain. I cannot believe it's been 40 years since Purple Rain. Whew. You can be born when Purple Rain was made and be in your 40s. That's mind blowing to me. But I digress. It was a sea of purple inside the Target Center as hundreds gathered to celebrate the Minnesota icon legendary film. Saturday marked 40 years, Saturday, since Prince's Purple Rain first hit the theaters. The box office hit took fans to Minnesota and showed the rise of Prince. I have the cutest little film that they discovered of Prince when he was a little boy. I am going to post that on my shorts. And yeah, he is the cutest little boy, but you know he still looks like Prince. He didn't change his appearance very much. And for him to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, um, I say it's too long coming. It should have came when he was still alive. But moving on. Next up is Miss Phaedra Parks. Phaedra Parks is going back to the Real Housewife of Atlanta. I don't know how I feel about this. I personally am not a Phaedra Parks fan. I thought her shenanigans when she was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta kind of crossed the line because she lied a lot and her lies was malicious. I'll put it to you that way. So I am not really thrilled about it. I had no plans of watching or covering the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season because of the whole uproar with Kenya. I just feel that I'm not impressed. So I may be wrong, but I'm not covering it. And I don't really care for Phaedra, so. But I will read you this. I found it on People. It says Phaedra Parks joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta 16 after Kenya Moore departs. You called, I answered. Season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta will feature another uh, familiar face. Phaedra Park, the mother of two, is coming back to the series after 7 seasons absence, reuniting with Portia Williams, who is also returning. Other stars in the cast include Drew Sidora, Shamia Morton, Maswali, and Kelly Farrell, and Brittany Eaton, and Angela Oakley. And it says also that Cynthia Bailey is coming back as a friend of the show. Phaedra has her peach back. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star 50 is officially returning to the franchise that made her a household name. I don't know if I agree with that Phaedra is a household name or not, but I digress. As a full time cast member for season 16. You called, I answered. Park said in an Instagram on Monday, July the 29th, announcing the news with a photo shoot of her holding a peach. So Phaedra is back. All you Phaedra fans, enjoy. I just happen not to be one of them. Moving on. Next up is Miss Tamar Braxton. You know what? I have to laugh at myself because I'm not a Tamar fan either. I'm more of a Tony Braxton is more my speed and Tawana. And I love Tracy. So sad about her passing. Um, you know, to be honest, I love any of the sisters except Tamar. Tamar gets on my last nerves. But I am sad to hear she is having tax problems. I found this on WBLS.com, and it says Tamar Braxton has over 2 million tax lien from the IRS. According to reports, the Internal Revenue Service filed its first lien against the singer on July 13th, 2023. It states that Braxton, 47, failed to pay a total of $2,200,894.14. Now, that is not a little bill that you hand somebody. Oh my goodness. For several tax years. And they go through all and break it down exactly what years it is. But they are showing that either Tamar has paid less than she should have or haven't paid tax at all since 2017. And this is from 2017 to 2022. Did she not know she had to pay taxes? I thought everybody knew that. And I'll tell you one thing, Tamar. You need to get all of this cleaned up because they put celebrities in jail behind taxes. And it is some big stars have gone to jail for not paying their taxes. I wish Tamar all the best. Tamar is a single mother and she's trying to make it, but to me, this is just irresponsible. Okay, moving on. Diddy. Diddy cannot win for losing. In the Keefe D trial, it has come up that at least, in some past transcripts that Keefe D said that Puffy, Diddy, offered him $1 million to take care of Tupac. And now that Keefe D has been apprehended and is going to trial, a lot of this stuff is coming back up of what he has said in the past. And Tupac's family members are keeping a close eye on whatever pops off because they plan on suing. They have lawyered up, according to TMZ, and they are just watching. And they said if nothing criminal comes of it, because it's no statute of limitations on the big M, if you know what I mean. If nothing comes of that, they still might sue Puffy in civil court. So I don't know. I don't know. The way as things keep coming out about Puffy, I'm just going to say, in my opinion, I would not put it past him. I would not. And especially the lifestyle in which he was living at the time. Just think about, he is an older guy now, and he's still, all this stuff coming out about him having these parties and whatnot. You would think as you get older, you would get wiser and you would not involve yourself in stuff like that. I'll just put it that way. But it seems that he has gotten older, but definitely not wiser, because the feds is really, really got their foot on his neck looking into all this stuff. And so you can imagine if he is doing, well, him being accused of the stuff by the feds at his age. Can you imagine what he was doing in his 20s? I bet you he was wilding out and thinking that he was some kind of gangster. And Tupac could have become a casualty of that recklessness that he was involved in. Puffy. So we'll keep watching and we'll see. But do I blame Tupac's family? Not at all. Not at all. Justice is justice no matter how long it takes for you to get it. Moving on. Now we're going to do our regular segment of stupid people doing stupid stuff. And of course, I always bring the stupid on this channel. I have said before that I am going to make a channel of just me doing stupid people doing stupid stuff. But until then, it will remain on coffee and the tea. Today's stupid person, here he is. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Let me get back to him. Here he is. Sorry about the ring light. Let me try to do this. I got all kind of lights and stuff going on here. Natural light, ring lights. There he is. I got all kind of lights going on here. Natural lights, ring lights. But we're going to get better. We're going to get better. All right. Our stupid person is, this is the title of the article. Man shoots girlfriend in the head while she was driving. Stood by while 4 kids rescued from the river, the DA said. A 31-year-old man was found guilty of the shooting, causing the car to crash into the river, and then climbs out and makes no effort to save her or the 4 children, ages 2 and 6, still inside the car. A man will face prison after shooting death of his girlfriend in a harrowing incident that could have ended with even more tragedy were it not for presence of 2 good Samaritans who did what the man would not do. Mandinko de Suavzi, y'all know how I murder a name. He's 31, was convicted on July the 24th for first degree murder, using a firearm in admission of a felony, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. The conviction stems from an incident that started inside of West Sacramento residence in California and ended in a Sacramento River on July 27, 2020. According to the case records filed by the Sacramento County District Attorney Office, West Sacramento Police was responding to a report of shots fired inside a residence in the community when a witness reported seeing the victim, 23-year-old Carolina Clayton, having an argument with Kuswaza on the driveway of the same home. They then saw Clayton get into the car with her four small children. According to the witness, Kuswaza got into the passenger seat as she was backing out of the driveway. By the time police arrived, there was no on the it was no I guess they're saying there was no one at the house, but they did find evidence of a shooting per DA office. The story picks up later that night when another individual reports hearing gunshots followed by the sound of a car crashing in the Sacramento River. That man called 911 and then went with his friend and fellow fisherman to the site of the crash to see if they could help. One of those good Samaritans was identified as Harold Fisher by local news station. He told the outlet that he and his friend rushed down to the river and were able to rescue the children from the car, putting them in the boat. I saw a little face look up at me and about to melt. It was intense. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I saw two little hands poke out to, like, help me. He recalled the rescue. Fisher said that when he tried to remove Clayton from the car, he found that she had no pulse. She was not removed until authorities arrived. According to the DA's statement, Kazu was standing nearby the car, not doing anything to help. Well, all I can say is we all know what happened to people in prison who behave like him. And he is going to have plenty of time to be Bubba's boyfriend, I hope, because what a waste of space. All right, y'all. That is coffee and the tea. See you next time. Bye.